creator and founder of Limelight Hair Industries, world's finest hair extension and enhancement artistry. So with 20 plus years of handling hair in my industry, I was able to apply that to all of our hair extension and hair replacement methods.
This is a solution. This is our method.
While searching globally, I have handpicked the finest hair possible. This is a damage-free, 100% natural-looking hairline. We welcome you to step into the limelight where beauty illuminates.
My whole life, my hair has always been lifeless, blah. It's always been like this. So whenever I notice my pictures, like family pictures that we get taken, I literally see the sun reflecting off of my scalp. It's literally this thin, and it's nothing. I just want to feel pretty and wake up and have a whole head of hair that feels thick and luxurious, and I'll just feel so pretty. She introduced me to her amazing product, and this is a headdress that's going to go on my head. It's going to cover my scalp, and then the Limelight extensions are going to come across the back, fill it in, and I'm going to have hair for the first time in my life. I am so excited. Christmas for Mom.
So we're going to start by sectioning the hair right on the nape of the head. And then I'm going to pick up my Limelight hair link, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give it a good spray with the freeze frame hairspray. That allows the flyaways to be out of the way for a clean application. I'm going to slip the Limelight hair link into the hair with the opening side facing up. I'm going to slip it into the hair. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to take the Limelight flat tab. I'm going to put it underneath my section of hair. And then I'm going to take another Limelight flat tab and I'm going to attach it to this hair. And then I'm going to take my Limelight hair tool and I'm going to give it a good squeeze. A good squeeze will give it a longer lasting hair extension. And as you can tell, it's locked and secure in place. And I'm going to take my next section, and what I'm doing here is I'm creating a line. Everything's back to back. I'm going to go ahead and flip it around. Then I'm going to take the Limelight flat tab and I'm going to insert it into the link. And then I'm going to take another flat tab, and it's got a tack to it. There's a tack to it. So you're going to have to put that tack on top of the other tack. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it a good squeeze. And then I'm going to take my next section. I'm going to pick up my Limelight link. I'm going to slip it into the hair, turn it around, place my flat tab into the hair link. So what we're basically doing here is we're going to go ahead and brick layer the extensions. So what that means is I'm going to keep going in a line, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to fall in between these two extensions here, so that way there's no gaps. As you can see, all the hair runs like a waterfall. So can you feel them?
Well, no, I mean, just because my hair is so thin, barely. This is amazing. It's so smooth. Wow.
It's so flat and lightweight.
Jeez. Yeah, there's no buckling, there's no rippling, you know what I mean? You cannot see.
Yeah, right, like with the sewn-in extensions.
Oh my gosh, you can
there
see
would be
little,
like a bump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had those before, and there was a little bit of a thing. These are so just flat and smooth. Yeah. Cool. Yay!
So we have our Limelight headdress. The headdress is full of this gorgeous Brazilian hair, and as we focus in a little bit, right here is a breathable base, And as we put this headdress onto the top of the head, this right here allows it to breathe and water to go through it. What I'm gonna do is, after I'm done putting it onto my client's head, I'm going to cut around the hairline so that way it has a natural hairline effect. Every one of your clients has a different hairline. So this comes like this, so that way you're able to customize it around your client's forehead. I designed this headdress, and this headdress has beautiful colors going all through it. I matched it with the Limelight hair links that I placed into my client's hair. So that way everything's gonna run real consistent when I lay the Limelight headdress onto the top of my client's head. The cool part about the Limelight headdress is that your client will be able to swim, shower, and do all their normal daily activities without having to take their hairpiece off. You can also have it done with clips where they can take it on and off. You can do everything with the Limelight headdress. Okay, so if you decide to wear the Limelight headdress permanently, you're gonna have to adhere it onto the scalp with a medical grade adhesive, which I'm gonna show you with my client today on how to attach that. And you're gonna wanna get that done every 4 to 6 weeks. That way everything stays strong and sturdy, and you don't have to worry about it moving around, because just like any application, as it starts to wear down, it doesn't feel as secure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around, make this look like her natural follicles are growing. And it's just gonna sit onto her scalp, and it's gonna look like her natural hair, as you can see here. You always wanna make sure that you know exactly where you're going to put the hairpiece. So what I do is actually make a mark, like right here in the middle, with just a plain marker. Then I'm gonna take a section here of my client's hair, just right here at the very top of the base. And depending upon the shape of the client's head is gonna determine where you're gonna place the piece. So you're always gonna wanna just section it out first, so that way you're able to see if where you picked out for the piece to go, if it fits directly into the area of where the client's thinning on the top of the head. And then I kind of just go ahead and I give it a measure here. I say, okay, for it to be center, I'm gonna put it about right there. So then I'm gonna take my black marker again, and this dot that we made previously is going to line up. And then you kind of want to take a peek of what's happening under here. So you kind of see here, this is where any of the medical grade adhesive can sit. So just as long as we have it somewhere in there, we're good to go. Because this here, it's called poly, it's all the shiny, thick. It has nothing to do with the breathable base. It's this part right here that can hold any of the adhesive, and it keeps all the adhesive away from the hair, so that way nothing gets sticky or stuck in the hair. You're just gonna make a tiny, small little area here for where you're gonna attach it. I'm gonna do one right here in the temple, and do one tiny little area on this side of the temple. Little area back here. Going to go ahead and just add a little bit of this medical grade adhesive. All right, so then I'm just going to take the existing hair and just kind of move it out of the way from the areas, and then this side I'm going to kind of put it towards this area here. So you can kind of see I'm staying away from the areas that have the adhesive. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this one down, because I know that there's nothing in its way. And I'm going to pull this one down, so that way she can keep her existing hair underneath there. And then I'm going to take that black dot, place it into that area, and then I'm going to press it flat into the glued areas. We call that the Limelight Soft Bond. And I'm going to find it here. It's already found it. I'm just going to go like that, and then the back, we're just going to go like that. And And then we're gonna just like make sure that it lays really nice and flat. We make sure that it's hitting from the scalp to that poly. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna gently comb it out. We're gonna be real gentle with it and just hold our hand on the top of the head and make sure that everything's laying nice and flat. I usually suggest that you do some sort of a side sweep or a bang. And now we're all secure. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a style. So you're always gonna wanna give it a nice good cut so that way it looks natural, but you don't wanna cut off too much. Make sure that the hair goes in the direction that the client desires. It's pretty secure right away, but just for safety precautions, it's good. Even with the Limelight hair extensions, not to wash your hair for the first 48 hours. And then now I'm gonna take this side. And what I'm kind of doing right here, because the hair when it's designed, it's kind of running wild. So what we're doing is we're creating a style and we're making sure that we're directing the hair in where we want it to stay. Every hair in the Limelight headdress is a hand-tied knot. So by me pulling it and directing it this direction, I'm getting it to go exactly where I want it to lay. You can really do as much as you want with your client's hair. And there we go.
I love it.